Hey everybody, we are here with match 5 of the World Individual Championship. I'm playing Jochen from Austria, and it looks like we're ready to go. Even if I lose this match, I'm guaranteed at least one more, so at least there's that for me. Otherwise, things are not looking good this tournament. I don't know what to do with this 3-2. I guess just that. Okay, surprised he didn't want to make the 4-point on me, but we'll take it. I will grab the 5-point while I can, cleaning up 2 bluffs in the process. Good shake. Hit and pop out. Oh, that's a pretty good return. They'll have to leave a blot, but I think I'm going to get hit on the ace here. I have 2 checkers on the bar. I think I might just be passing this. This might, he's got 3 checkers back and a killed checker on the ace. His prime is in the outfield instead of the home board mostly. I think there might be enough counterplay here to take, so I'm going to do that. Seems pretty difficult to bring 3 checkers around with no midpoint. I think I'll be able to cause enough problems. I'm the one with 3 checkers back. Although it seems like my track record in these is that I always make a cube blunder on the very first game. So this could very well be that. Alright, if I come in with the 2, I can hit either on the 10 or the 3 or just play 8 to 5. But then I don't have an anchor. If I anchor and just play like that, I think, yeah, do I really want to risk having a 4th checker sent back? I don't think so. I don't think so. Although now it looks like it might be the only option. Otherwise I can do this, which kind of just lets him run away freely and attack me on the 21 with 4s and 1s. So this is the hitting play. Leaves a lot of blots, but I think we got to try to contain this last checker. 2, and we'll just keep on attacking now. And this is not what I was hoping to have happen. 5 checkers back, the end of 5 prime. I think I'm going to need some flexibility and or timing. So if I get hit here, that'll help my timing. And by running, if he doesn't hit me, then I have just more checkers to play with and try to make my board without crunching, hopefully. So we'll do that. Okay. Very good. Force double 6. followed by our hit. Now his prime is a little bit broken. Twos and eights and ones. One. I don't know if I should have popped out there, but it seemed okay to play down. Okay, now we have to jump. We have to jump out. We need that flexibility. Or rather, we need the runner. And I'm going to leave him there, because I really don't care about getting hit. I just want to start building my board. Should I advance the anchor? Well, I'm going to make that. That's for sure. Now I could do this. I don't know where my better contact is from. 1, 2. Well, that was all. Oh, entered 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm going to make a 5 prime here and just keep the further back anchor. I don't know what's right there. Alright, a couple of shots from the roof. Two, 6, 3, 6. Come on. Nope. But with the 2-3 back game, we should have a couple more chances to get a shot, right? Hopefully. Coming in soon, though, would be good. If I don't get the hit, it's looking like a gammon. Ooh, that was a good number. Okay, so I have to give him, like, there, if I would have left the 22 point, his 2 would have been forced off of his 5. So maybe, I was just going to say maybe I should be leaving with one of these checkers to force him to play a number. But I get stuck. I think he's going to take that back, yeah. Okay, so we want him to play a 2. Once he can play from here. But if he rolls a 2, we want him to leave a shot, so I think I'm going to leave that point. And now I'll just leave this to, well, gotta save the backgammon at some point. Alright, so one chance to roll a 2. We did not do it. Gammon is looking very likely. Yeah. Guaranteed. Alright. That had some interesting choices that game. those double twos when I could have stepped up with the further anchor. Interesting one. Alright, I'm going to make this, and since I'm not blitzing, I'm not going to make the ace point. I'm just going to come down with 2 and stay back, and hopefully he has to leave a shot somewhere over here. I could have played 23 to 13, I guess. That might have been right. I'm up in the race. Maybe I should have been thinking about that when I had the double fives. But now I don't want to leave a shot right there with a 2. So I'm just going to unstack my heavy 6 and 8 point. Okay, way behind in the race now. Well, actually not after the 6-5. But it's a good roll to secure this anchor. Play the contact against his midpoint. And I'm going to release my midpoint now, since I would have had to kind of bury a checker with the 5. And I'm told that the midpoint is a little bit less valuable. Not that you don't want it, but it's okay to give it up if you have the 18-point anchor. Ouch. I'm going to need my own set. Or just a big roll. Another 6-5 would help. 6-2 is going to be forced. Aces and 2s, it's 20 numbers. So 16 misses and the race will be close. Alright. Hit in the worst way. Now he can go fishing for another checker and probably win another 4 points. Sorry, my phone just went off there, so I wasn't watching the screen. What has happened? Alright, we get a hit. Pick up the blot. Now I really want to run. There we go. Alright, maybe I can get a recube in here. Let's see. 12. But I got some wastage on the 2. Down in the match. Yeah. Seems like a good time to send it back. Safety a blot, and we'll just leave double 6s, I guess. We don't have to. We could do something like that. But I think paying off just one number to get a little bit closer to home is worth it. Double 6s, we would lose the game anyway, right? We would just be so far ahead in the race. Happy to hit, to take a little further lead in the race. Alright, it's 1, 2. How do I do this? 1. I could make the ace and stop him from parking there. Could just take checkers off like this. If I go to the ace, it might be kind of funny, clearing the 6 point. Two checkers off is not. I don't like the spare distribution that it leaves me with. So we're doing that. I think I like this. I don't know, it seems. It's weird. Something about him not being able to come in on the ace appeals to me. So I kind of just want him to roll a 6 and get out of here. And since I'm not going to win at gammon, ever, I'm not even going to leave myself the chance to leave a bad roll. So I'm just going to play as safe as I can. All right, 4-4. 9 away, 9 away. Not much to do with this number. So just make a bid for freedom, barring anything else. Good entry. Anchor, make a new point, and just come down for another builder for the bar and the 5. Okay, let's make one of those points. We can hit loose on the 3 from the 11, which might end up being the play because I can't really find anything else. I mean, if we make this and just slot the 2, I mean, if we're going to leave a blot, probably should just be hitting. So that's it. Okay, in with the 5. I don't like this. In with the 1, and we can do this 5. Playing to the 8 seems not correct, having 5 checkers on the 8 point and a stripped midpoint. If we come in on the 5, we're kind of under the gun with all these checkers, and then where do you play the ace? You gotta leave another shot over here, or break the anchor. Maybe it is just this. Just give him a 2. Come out here. Maybe, yeah, alright. It's only a 2-point board, so I don't know if we'll get closed out or anything. And maybe we can upgrade our anchor to the 18 point instead of, Jesus. Maybe things will just go as poorly as possible. Well, I hope the 5-1 play was at least right. I don't mind getting completely screwed on the response from it, as long as the move was right. Alright, come on, 3. Alright, we are in gammon save mode. Don't leave any more blots if I can. But now I have to. So let's just bring a checker home to safety. Maybe I do have some counter prime potential. To hit. That'll give me 3 builders for the 5 point without using the checkers on the 7. Or I could do like this. Only 2 builders for the 5 point. This leaves the 5-6 return, but I'm willing to pay that off for the extra number. So now I'm looking for a 1-3-6 combo. Did not get it, so we'll just safety up. Right? Yeah. Oh. And he breaks his prime for us. Very nice of him. I want a 6. I don't get it. Maybe I should just try blitzing. What else am I supposed to do? Guess I should be thankful I got this position to a double pass instead of losing 2 points. Alright, 3, and I don't know if... Don't leave a good 6 from the bar, they say. This will give me 11 in the zone to try to work on a blitz. Maybe this is right. Good anchor. Still can't make any points over here. Should I play big and just slot something? It's a one-way holding game. The race is, well, we're a little bit down in the race. That would give him a 2. Otherwise, I'm playing like this. Ooh, not sure. Not sure about this play. Even if I would have slotted, got missed, and made the 4 point, I don't even know if that would have led to a double pass situation. So maybe it was too big to slot. Now I'm just gonna make the 5. Right? I guess I could hit. No, I need the 5 point. And we'll slot the next best point instead of unstacking the 6 and slotting a worst point. So that the choice of 3 there could have been very close. Down 23, and he's got a direct shot. He's got the 7 point made, so bringing home the 3 checkers on the midpoint will be a lot easier. I don't like it. Since he is not split, I'm not going to split with my 4-3. I think that's the idea. and he had a blitzing structure since he had an extra checker on his 8-point. Get the 5. What are we at here? 9 away, 7 away. Alright. Time to get these back checkers moving. We'll just play a 4 down. I'm not going to play the 4 in because I want these checkers to make my own bar point and prime him. Yeah, I don't think I can come in on the 24. If he just makes his bar, I'm just stuck back there. So I gotta fight for advanced anchor or to escape somehow. And I have a good ace I can play over here. So we'll do that. Ooh, do you step up or hit? I like the hit. I get to hit back, very good. And maybe I'm cubing this. If I roll a 2 and anchor up, that's huge. If I roll a number that makes the 3-point, that's very good. If I just can escape with a 6 or a 5, that's also very good. And he'll have 2 back behind this great structure. And I'm down in the match, so let's get a cube. I didn't do any of those things I wanted to do. That's unfortunate. But he dances, I have another chance. Alright, I can make the 3. I'm going to choose that over running. Ooh, I gotta put 2 on the bar. There's no other play with this 3-1. Hit and hit. Maybe get a closeout and win 4 points. 5, I can jump. Put an ace right there for a cover for my ace point. I get to make the ace and get off double 2s and just bring a little more down. Okay, I need a 2 very quickly. Maybe I should just have this point. This leaves me more numbers to make the 2. This is safer if he comes in with the double 2s or even a sequence of 2s. I don't know which is better. Maybe better to leave the numbers to make the 23. I suppose now I can hit loose with more numbers. Oh, here's a good choice. This is an interesting one. So 2 is here for sure. We can either hit loose or make the 7 or run. I really think I need to win, or should be hunting for gammons here. So I'm going to hit loose, and hopefully he doesn't roll another 2. Right. 5 I can cover, and we'll wait. We'll not use our 5 to jump out. Hopefully I have a couple more rolls to roll a 5 or a 6. Okay, we got it. Alright. Should be smooth sailing for a G. Double 6s are okay here. Ooh. Maybe the gammon is not locked up. I got 4 rolls left. Looks like he's gonna need a set to save it, as long as I don't roll a 2-1. Alright, 5 away, 7 away. Making the bar? I don't think so. Running with the 6? I don't think so. Hitting twice? I think so. I got a point. He has no points. The other plays just leave shots where I don't want them to be, so. And this is a pretty great alternative. Ooh, get to make the 4. I could make the 11, or I could make the anchor, but I think I'm going to do one of each since he's got 2 on the bar. I think I can play a little bit bigger. I get to anchor and remake my 8. That was a good entry number. Ooh, that's a great double 3. Priming in my last 3 guys. I'd like to make my own priming point, and I do. That'll stop the cube. I was thinking a 3 would be great to step up here, but then I don't know what to do with the 2. So maybe I should just play 2 down, so I don't have to leave a shot. A direct shot, I mean. Otherwise, it's like this. Or I could just bring the 2 up and not be pointed on the 21 and play the 3 down. I don't know. Yikes, I feel like I want to run. I feel like I need this as close up to the edge of the prime as possible. Try it this way. It's a lot of blots. Okay, jump out. We can't move this back, guys, which I'm thankful for. Please don't dance. I don't. I get to hit. But I get hit back. Alright. I'm not cubing now. Right? I could just dance and he could roll an ace and I'd have 2 on the bar and he might escape. I think I have to enter before I send a cube, especially since I'm leading in the match. I get to roll pretty good by hitting him. Alright, so he's got a 1-2 back game, but with absolutely no timing to play it. Should I be playing on too good? Winning 2 points here isn't quite as valuable since I'm 5 away. So I think I would just like to double and cash and win 1 point, bringing me to a 4-away score. Yeah, let's do that. And hey, maybe he takes. He does take. I roll perfect and I get to make my 5 point. So now we're trying to make this 2 point before he can anchor up there. Alright, so I'm hitting loose with any 6s. Oh, that was a great number. I just get to make it. We might bring this game to Crawford. That would be nice. I don't need the 5th checker to win a gammon, but maybe I should stay to try to get the 5th checker to win a backgammon. So I'm gonna keep that checker there. Hopefully roll a 4 and pick this guy up. 5, and let's just, I'm not going to make the ace yet. If he enters with 1, I'll try to make the ace next roll. But as of right now, I don't need it. Alright, so he did enter, but I did get the 5th checker. Now I'm definitely not going to make the 7 point, because I would just have to clear it very soon thereafter. But if he enters with 1 checker, I will either lift that blot on the 7 point or just bring it in. Actually, I'm just going to bring it in right now. I'm just going to try to place my checkers on the 6, 5, and 4. I could bring another checker here. Oh, and that double 6s is still fine here, so let's do that. Double 6s is not good here though, so maybe we should find a different ace to play. Maybe that one. This kind of leaves a valley. We're not supposed to leave things like that. This inner gap here on the 4 point. Let's do this. Oh, this leaves bad double 5s though. Whoops. Okay. Do something like this. I'm just going to try to take off as many checkers as I can before I have to break points. I know I'm supposed to be clearing the 6 point, but I feel like this is a good time to go for the backgammon, which is something I think you're not really supposed to do. Backgammons you're just supposed to let happen naturally. But I feel like this position with this match score, because the backgammon will win me the match. So I feel like it's okay to play a little bit more bold for it. I hope I'm right. I need to avoid a 4 or a 1. Gets the 4. Shoot. You might save the gammon with that roll. But I get to hit back. Not that I want to. It's just going to be harder for this checker to come home. Basically, the only way I'm going to get this checker home is if I roll a big set or something, because he's going to have direct shots on me all day long with all these checkers that he's got to play with. So I'm going to need like a double 5s or double 6 or something. So maybe it was a little too ambitious to play for the backgammon. I could have played it just completely safe and gone to Crawford 7 away, which is Crawford 7 away, which is obviously huge winning chances. All right. Should I just make it and do this? Or go for the backgammon? No, let's just make it and win a gammon. Go to Crawford and be happy. I like the anchor because I'm supposed to be in a gammon save type of game, but I don't like leaving another plot direct in range from his back checker here. So I'm just going to do this. Maybe I get to make a more advanced anchor than the 22. Or maybe I get blitzed. Although losing a gammon, he is 7 away, so losing a gammon doesn't hurt quite as bad. I roll a great double 1s, gives myself a prime with 2 checkers back. another point. It works well with my prime as well, so that's good. I could run, or attack. I don't really feel like attacking, since I don't need to win a gammon or anything. I just want to kind of run and rely on the strength of the prime. Even though I am down in the race now, hopefully he's just stuck back here for a little while I get to bring my checkers home. Sweet, full prime, but it's an outfield prime, so it's not as tasty. So I'm going to try to keep this prime as long as I can. Hopefully he has to crack his home board. More than he already has, that is. Just enough pips to play the double ones without breaking myself. There's crunch. I still don't think I want to let him run with sixes or anything. I'm tempted to just do this. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try keeping these points as long as I can, like I said. Now I got to pick a pass. Oh, ouch. That hurts. Now he's just way ahead in the race. I need to hit a shot to win this one. Right? I can't just run with this, can I? I'm just down too much in the race, even though he's got tons of wastage. I still have too many crossovers to do. So we'll slot it. Put a checker there, put a checker there. And maybe we should... Do we save a 6 and slot this point? He's got to break this with all 6s, 5s, and 4s. So I guess the shot is coming right now. Maybe we shouldn't have another blot here. This does force me to run. Well, okay. He gets by us. So we're going post Crawford. He will be 6 away, which means I can drop a cube. If I lose the opening roll, I will choose to do so. If I win the opening roll, I will take. So now I'm just going to drop. And now, since I'm leading the match post Crawford like this, I just want to get into a simple running game. I'm going to run all the way from the 24 instead of playing 6 out and 4 down, or make the 2-point or something. And now he's odd away, so that means I have free takes. So I will. Okay, I can't safety that guy up, but I get to make the 6. I'm sorry, I get to unstack and make the 4 and the 11. Safety up there. And should I step up with the 2 into these stacks or just play down? I think I'm going to play down. Put a spare on the 14. I can just make this. Oh. I'm up 14 pips after the move, though, so should I just take this opportunity to run? Leaving 2s and 9s to hit, though not all 9s. 6-3 doesn't hit, double 3s doesn't hit. Maybe I will run. There's one of the 9s that doesn't hit. Safety up. Small race lead. Much bigger race lead. Things have been going my way this match, that's for sure. Might be a little troublesome clearing this point. This 11 point here. Looking for any set or a 5-3. Not double sixes, of course. Should I slot the ace or commit? This leaves me stripped. I don't like that. Not sure. This leaves me a spare 6 to play. If I roll 6 small, 5-3, things just keep going my way. Five, 2, perfect entry. Okay, if I take one off, it leaves me a bad 6-5. If I don't, it leaves me a bad 6-1 and 5-1. So it's more numbers that leave a shot. But it will allow me the opportunity to clear the 6 point on my very next roll. And I don't think his board is going to crash in the meantime. So I think I'd like to be able to clear the 6 point right away. Can't do it though. Now we can. Okay, we might have a close race here. Yep. Oh, that'll do it. That is gin. Sweet. That brings me to a record of 2 and 3. What's my PR? Oh, 3.3. Oh, that is very nice. I feel like a lot of my choices were, or a lot of my rolls were kind of on the easier side to play. But very happy with that PR still, of course. So we'll see what X3 says. See you guys in a little bit. All right, let's scroll through the match here and see what we can talk about. XG++ brought the PRs to 3.7 for me and about 12 for him. Let's just get going. 3-2, I didn't really know how to best splice this up. But it looks like XG wants to play big and slot the 5 point, which is pretty cool. I guess since he is still anchored up on the 24 and not split, makes it a pretty good time to put a checker there to start the 5. It unstacks my 8 point, and also instead of playing 24 to 21, which is then under attack from these checkers on the 9, 8, and 6 point on his side of the board, I only leave the 1 direct shot with the 4 over here. So that's a cool play. It's a smallish mistake to do what I did. Not too bad. It was just an oversight on his part. Of course, making the 4 point, putting me up on the bar, and making the best 3 point board. It's the way to go. This one is a little surprising to me. It's close, but XG likes just running to the 11, escaping a back man from the from his 4 prime here. It makes a point, so that's good. Safeties up these 2 blots instead of the 2 blots on my 11 and 9. But the 5 point is so strong that I'm surprised that it came back as a mistake. But I guess having a checker here on the 21, liable to get attacked and primed in a little bit more. It's more important to run than making my own front position. So again, pretty small, but interesting. 5-4, double 4s. Oh, yeah. Just, if you do them one at a time. Oh, wait, no. That only puts 1 on the bar. What am I thinking? This is a cool play. Just hitting once in, hit once, and make the 4 point. When you do the play, when you come in with 1 and then you make the 9 point, you don't really see the option to make another inner board point, and it kind of forces you to play 5-1. But if you do them one at a time, you come in, you play 1 checker down to the 9, and then look for your last 2, making the 4 point becomes much more clear. I didn't see that one as we were playing. It wasn't my role, but still. Yeah. I guess the lesson there is just play your sets one at a time and take it a little bit slower. Okay. I was concerned that this might have been a pass. I'm glad I found the take. Yeah, it's a big take, actually. It would have been a huge blunder to pass. 3 checkers to bring home from all the way back here with no other outfield presence is a little tough. And then, even though it is a 5 prime, again, it's not so scary because it's an outfield prime mostly. He only has 2 points in his home board and a buried checker on the ace. So all those things together, you can find a comfortable take. Attack a little bit. Wow. So it did want me to anchor up instead of hit, which is the play I was considering. I didn't consider this play at all. I thought leaving a direct shot would have been a bad idea. I'm surprised that comes up. Since we have a reasonable alternative, playing 8-6, leaving no blots. I guess it just wants us to start the 4 point though. Weird. Double 5s, yeah. 9-4. Make the next best point instead of coming around. It's got to be more important. Putting me on the bar and having a 4 point board yourself. 5-4. Yeah. So 8-3 is part of the play no matter what. We got to hit. There's no other choice. What else was I thinking? Maybe something like that. I can't remember what I was thinking over the board. But yeah, got to hit, and XG surprisingly wants to unstack the 6 point as well and keep the mid instead of leaving 1, 2, 3 blots over here. Only 2 blots, but a double direct shot. But they're super close, so no big deal. Forced, basically. Hit, get out. He rolls a very poor double 6. Get to hit and make a point. Okay, I was right to... we, of course, have to hit 8-7. And I thought maybe we should have done 23-18, trying to escape while he's on the bar, which is a nice thing to do. But we found the right one. Man, that's a big difference, isn't it? 400 blunder to give up this point. I guess since there are going to be a lot of fly shots playing 8-7, I mean, we're going to have a blot on the 9, 8, and 7 point. So we are going to get hit back quite a bit. It'll be better to have both anchors instead of just one. And then playing like this leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blots around the board instead of just 4 blots this way. So, okay. He hits, we do a thing. Oh, part of 18. Oh, that duplicates 1s and 2s for hitting numbers quite nicely, and just gives us the added flexibility of having another runner out there. Okay, that's almost a blunder to not do that. I didn't see it. Didn't even look at it. I might have done it over the board. 2-1. He could have just made the 4-point instead of hit. Yeah, against a back game, it's going to be really important to have landing spots for the rest of your checkers. And since I already have 4 back, hitting one more checker doesn't really help your position much at all. But having the 4-point certainly will. So you got to make the 4 there. Ooh, the double twos. Yes, I'm glad I didn't. Where was my play? Or the first play I was looking at. Yeah, it looks like making the 21 point is nowhere in the top plays. So, yeah, we get to make the board. 5-point prime. Got a checker up at the edge of his prime. And I guess since we're just so far down in the race, we want our anchor as far back as possible to get a shot for as long as possible. So that makes sense. We dance for a little bit. Takes off some checkers. Did I miss? Nothing showed up green. Oh wait, this one did. Yeah, because right after this you rolled a 2, and I thought, yeah. Okay, so if you look at it for a second, you can see that we just look at the numbers he could possibly roll that'll leave shots. Here his 2s are frozen. He doesn't have to play a 2 at all. So by leaving the 22 point, we give him a really bad 2 to play. And he would have rolled, and he did roll, what would have been a shot lever. We would have had to play 5-1 and 5-3, and giving me a shot from the roof. Yeah, I missed that one. It's small. I'm surprised it's not a little bit bigger. So I realized that after the fact, double 2s I couldn't leave to give him those bad 2s again. Okay, this one's close. I could have left with both. Alright, whatever. That's all. Those are all. Top plays are all super close. Doesn't really matter. We get the shot, but we miss, and we get gammoned. Six, 3, double 5s. Oh, I was supposed to make the ace point. Wow, that's almost a blunder. Okay. So staying back was right, even though I was going to be ahead in the race after the move by 6 pips. But he doesn't have a lot of point making, or I'm sorry, he's kind of stacked. It's likely to be leaving shots, whether they be fly shots or direct shots, but making a board right now seems to be taking a priority over just playing more pure, I guess, and not killing checkers to the ace point. We just want a board right now quickly because we could get a shot. Yeah, almost a blunder to do that, to do my play. He gets 2 points. We just keep making the board. We get to make the bar point. 5-2, we get to clear the mid. Since we would have been killing checkers on the other side, although it's not too terrible. It's not bad at all. It's basically even. Board in. Board. What? Oh, so he's going to be up in the race after the move by 2 pips, but it wants us to stay back on the 13 for more contact. The race lead isn't close enough to just turn it into a pure racing game. Because if I do just get a 5-4 or 6-5 or whatever and run with both checkers, it'd be a very close race with me ahead, maybe even a little bit. So you can just make a good board. Wow, it actually wants you to give up the 6. What's this one look like? Yeah, I guess these might be tough place to find because it does leave 2 blots in your home board, no matter which one you pick. Um, but yeah, I guess keeping the 2 pips is not a good enough race lead to break this contact when I'm liable to have to run with all 6s from that 18 point, which I did end up having to do. He finds a good double. I find a good take. He gets to, yeah. He had an option here to just make his 6 prime and leave 2 blots like that. But he chose the no block play, which kills his checkers and lets me enter on the 2 or the 3. To arrows. Dance. He makes a point to come in. He hits loose for some reason. I don't know why he didn't just do this. Maybe, I don't know what he was thinking there. But I get to hit. Oh, I missed a cube. Almost a blunder to miss this cube. Yeah, I guess I'm leading in the race now, and it's time to send it. Down in the match, trailing 4 points. Should be able to clean up this blot on the 8-point next roll with ease and run. I'm not under too much threat here. He's on the bar given, so you know. I find the redouble here though, and it's supposed to be a pass, but he took, unfortunately for him. Yeah, maybe stay back here on the 20 for the contact against the 12. Get to hit. Ooh, the double 3s. Cool. I'm glad I was able to find that one. I was unsure. Switching 4 to 1, leaving a bigger gap between the 6 point and the rest of your checkers is not very intuitive, but him entering on the ace could lead to some bad situations for us, bad 5s in particular, because they would have to play 6 to 1, giving him a direct shot. So I didn't notice the bad 5s over the board, but I'm glad my subconscious or whatever was able to find 4 to 1. So that's cool. In there, and yep, just clear the points and win the game. Yeah, double 2s should just be making the 11 and the 4 instead of splitting. Six 2, I had to hit. There's not very many other options. Okay, this I remember thinking about this one a lot over the board. And once I found it, it became quite clear, like, yeah, you don't want to strip your midpoint and create a huge stack on the 8. Playing, 6 to 1, it's just no direct covers, and yeah, playing 8 to 3 or 6 to 1, just leaves direct shots when we don't have to in your home board. And here, since he only has a 2-point board, we can try to advance our anchor, because our 23 point is kind of primed in right now. So it would be very nice to be able to make the 18. So that was a good find on my part, I think. Pat myself on the back for that one. Found the right play and get punished. Double 6s. Hits and makes a point. I got to come in right away after he made the 5. Just trying to save a G. We had some counter prime potential. 4-2. Oh, wow. I was just supposed to really go for the counter prime and slot the 5 while hitting. It's about a half a blunder there. Okay. I guess, what is his, how many gammons am I losing anyway? Yeah, he's winning about 40% gammons. He only wins 30% gammons with my play, and he wins 40% gammons with the right play. But with the right play, it looks like I have a double pass. You can see with that negative 1.0 number, that means the next move, if I make this 11 to 5 play, the correct cube action would be just double pass. Here, he gets to just keep rolling on too good. So I guess that's why it wants me to do this. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? 3-1, he has to do that. 5-3, I just make the 3 point, and then that leads to the double pass. Happy to lose 1 point that game. 6-2, yep. Just bring another checker in to try to make some inner board points. 4, 6, 5, got to run. Okay, a lot of these top plays are close. I didn't look at the 13 to 11 options at all, which were the top plays. Slot 13 to 8 and slotting either of the points would have been fine also. I chose a little bit stackier play. Unfortunately, they're all super close though. Tough one to pick when there are a lot of options like that, which all have the same type of game plan. 3, wow, I was supposed to just play behind, not leave a shot. 105. Okay. I have a hard time making a play like that and killing a checker without hitting. So even hitting would have been better than my play, hitting and going to the 2. Interesting. 2, 3, slotted, make a board, have to run, and just another double pass. Yeah, just down too much. He's got the 7-point made, which makes the clearing the 13-point easier. Okay. Game 5. Playing 2 down. Yep, that was right. 4-1, 3-1. All standard stuff it seems so far. 4-1. Just try to make the advanced anchor or run and get to clean up over here. So that did a couple of good things. 6-2 attack, I liked it. Gotta try to make this prime. But I got to hit back, danced. Alright, the cube was a little bit on the early side. 0.037 to 0.037 mistake to send it. I'm not too upset about that one. But I get that it can be on the early side. I mean, I'm still stuck behind a little bit of a prime here with my checker in the 23. Okay. But he dances. I'm able to make a point. He rolls poorly from the roof. I get to blitz and run. Things go pretty easy for me here. Huh. I wonder why it won't, like, making the 1 point is clear. Oh, we can just do it this way, and then we have 2 checkers on the 7 and the 8 point aiming at the 2 point. I did this thinking, oh, if he rolls the Joker double 2s, then he won't hit me on the 16. But it's okay to just leave that, because most of the time if he rolls a 2, it's just going to be a single 2. So you'd rather have both checkers here on the 8 and the 7 for attackers on the 2 if he does come in with 1. That makes sense, but it's small. It's close. 6-1. Okay. Whatever. Comes in. I roll pretty good, stepping up and hitting. Get to cover. And run, and yeah. What? Why is this a 0.04 mistake? It wants me to be in a position to clear the 6 point as quickly as possible, I guess. I mean, I guess if I do roll double 6s from this type of position, it'll leave me with a weird stack on the 5 point, with having 3 there and then 2 on all the other points. Here, if I roll double 6s, it'll be a much smoother bear off. I'll only have 2 checkers on the 5, be able to clear it much quicker. Alright. I can understand why that's a mistake now. And I think we got the G here, right? Yep. 6. Yep, double hit. Not a lot of great options otherwise. Just try to blitz, even though we only have 8 checkers in the zone. The lack of anything else to do. Just try to attack. Okay, so it did want me to make the 11. 2 of them are clear, 6 to 4. I guess 13 to 11 is clear with 1, and then it just wants me to make it instead of split. I guess this will give me a double 6 to make the 5 point. Double 3s would already do it. More ammunition. So let's say he just rolls a single 5, 5-3 or 5-4. And then I have 2 checkers here on the 11. It'll give me more checkers aiming at the 5 point in case I just have to hit loose with a 6. Maybe that's a thing. In combination with the double 6s making the 5 point. But that's getting sizable, 0.05 to split there. Okay, rolled pretty good. Okay, glad we found this one. Had to step up. Had to just try to gain freedom. This might leave, well, this might just leave this checker on the 24 point for too long. So I've got to take this opportunity to try to step up and get him going. I mean, doing stuff like this leaves me flexible on the front side, but if I don't, if I'm unable to move this checker up to the edge of the prime in the next couple rolls, I would be at risk of crunching my front position, I guess. So you just got to try to make an attempt at it. 2-5, we get to run. He gets to blitz. I roll pretty good and hit from the bar. I missed a small cube here. Okay. I think I thought about this one for a brief moment during the game. But yeah, I guess look at that. 3 checkers back, totally disconnected. I've got a pretty good prime in front of him. I guess I was just too scared that I would dance and he might roll an ace and I have 2 on the bar. And, you can see a sequence like that happening where I dance, he gets to step up, I roll poor, he either makes the 5 or hits the checker on the 11 or on the 17, something like that. So I was just a little bit worried about it. And I was leading in the match. Maybe if the score was even, or even if I was trailing, I would have found it. But I think the thing that led me to not double was that I was leading in the match. But it's a 0.03 mistake not to double. He gets to step up. And it was too good. This was just too good. I should have rolled on. He has many checkers back. I've got 4s to hit over here, 6s, 3s, and 2s to hit on the 5 point. I'm just winning too many gammons here. So I made a blunder to double, but he took it, unfortunately for him. And I was able to close out, or make the 2 point quickly. What's this 5-2 going on here? So I came into the 6 for more attackers at the 2 point. Top play. What? This gets us builders for the 7 point. In case he comes in on the 2 or the 1, which I guess he's a favorite to do. I guess my play doesn't have any spare checkers looking at the 7 point, so if he comes in and pops out, I only can hit him with an ace, and then I'd have to break my 8 point to do it. This kind of just leans into what the strength of my position is, which is the prime instead of the blitz. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all the top plays here just put extra checkers looking at the 7 point. Alright, I didn't understand that over the board. I thought I was just trying to get the closeout and win 4 points. But I guess we're just supposed to try to prime him since he is a small favorite to come in. And maybe if he does even enter on the 2 point and plays a 1-2 back game, he has no timing for it, so maybe my gammons are there anyway without having to close out the 2 point. Yeah, almost a blunder to do that. Okay. That's a fun one. Interesting one. But I didn't do that play, and I rolled perfect. Since I played bad, the dice rewarded me right here, and I got to make the 2. And yeah, I was supposed to stay back there. I found the right play here to try to get that 5th checker. Let's see. Oh, this is when I was going for the backgammon. Let's see if I'm if I make any mistakes here. Yeah, because this is the bear off I was doing a little bit unusually, I think. So I got the 5th checker. Didn't make the 7 point. We don't need it. Just put checkers where we want them for the bear off. Okay, these are all going to run super close. 4-1. Okay. 5-1. Okay, I could have gone to the 6. Whatever. It was either bad 6s or bad 5s. You know, couldn't avoid it. 4-2. They're equal. Take 2 checkers off. Take 1 checker off. Had to leave the shot. Got missed. Take another checker off. Okay, I'm getting these all right. Pleased about that. 4-2. 2. Okay, I think we were doing all right as far as that bear off goes. Unfortunately, I had to leave a shot. I got hit, but things worked out for me. What's that? Oh, it doesn't want him to slot the 5 point. Yeah. Yeah, I guess since I'm a big favorite to come in, you don't want to put a blot there and not have a direct shot. You know, if I come in, you want to not be on the bar. Like if I come in on the 5 point and he does if he did this play, if he does this play and I come in on the 5, he can't hit me directly. He's got to come in from the bar and then hit me. So it's a much bigger parlay than just than not being on the bar, of course. But he slots, he gets to make it. I come in with double 6s, very fortunate on my part. You see that little yellow smiley face? Good roll. He misses. Okay, yep. Just make the ace, win the gammon, be happy. We're at Crawford. Crawford game. Get blitzed. Roll perfect double 1s. Ooh, look at that. That's a big play at a Crawford game. Maybe it's because we don't. This is more of a play you're like going for a gammon. I wonder why it's so close. I mean, I guess it just wins a ton. 2 checkers on the bar. He has a blot in his home board. We could just blitz and close out. We do have 10 in the zone. That's probably why it's so close. But I didn't do it. Just ran. Against an anchor. Make a prime. Go down. Oh, it did. Oh, this is. Could have done a trap play. If I'm going for a gammon, or I'm sorry, if I was thinking that I needed to win a G, I think I would have done this play. Just because he runs out with 1-6, you can close him out with 1 checker and maybe win a G that way. Probably just wins more anyway. What do you know? This wins 71%. My play wins. Oh man, it wins 10% more. Or I'm sorry, it wins 6% more than my play. I'm just putting checkers on the 5 point, which is going to make it's a weird bear off distribution having 5 checkers there. So this play, I got spares for days, can put him where I want him behind, and if he does have to run with 1 checker, I can just point on him and it doesn't win that many gammons probably, but it wins a lot of games if he runs with 1 and I just make a 6 prime. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, just aesthetically, this is not a pretty play. I was too focused on getting him to crunch. And maybe I'm punished for it eventually. Oh wow, I'm supposed to leave it there. but it's close. So I do that, I get hit, and then just lose. Here I got to use my free drop. Since he is 6 points away from winning, that is 3 games to win with the cube at 2. So if I just pass, he is now 5 points away from winning, and since he's going to be doubling right away every single game, him being 5 away versus him being 6 away is kind of the same. He's going to win 3 games with the cube at 2. So here, since I didn't win the opening roll, I'm able to just pass and go to that 5 away score and be in the kind of the same situation. Now that I am 5 away, I have a free take, because how to say it? He's got to win he's 5 away, so he has to win 3 games to win the match, right? Barring any gammons or backgammons or anything like that. So if I take this cube, and lose the game, he's going to be 3 points away from winning, which will be 2 games with the cube at 2. But if I pass the cube, then he's at a 4 away score, which is also 2 games away from winning the match, 2 games with the cube at 2. So I get to take it kind of for free. That's why they call it the free take. So because it doesn't really matter if I lose this game at 2 or just pass the cube. Either way, he needs to win 2 games with the cube at 2 to win the match. So I take, and what happens with the checkers? 2-1. Yeah, I could have stepped up. It's close. I get to run, play down, roll a perfect double 5s. 3-2. Okay, I could have played both off the 8 points. It's close. And this was just a, yeah, okay. I could have played both off the 8 point again, also close. And I rolled a 5-3 and just, yeah, rolled perfect. Oh man, I made a mistake. Oh. Yeah, it's a small mistake, but I guess just leaving less shots is more important, and it takes a checker off in case he rolls a couple of big sets. I guess I'm not going to be too worried about that one though, but there is something to learn there. And that was it, and that's the match. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll have at least 2 more videos, 2 more matches to play in this tournament. See you guys next time.